Hey cats, what's happening? You know, some of you guys have said, why do you continue making these videos right now? Take a break, take a sabbatical, and just worry about your wife. And well, that's a good point, but actually this helps me. It's therapeutical for me. And then I'm ever so grateful for the responses that I get from you guys, you know, the support, the prayers, the wonderful comments. That means an awful lot to me. You know, I wasn't always an entertainer. When I was a kid, you know, in school, and they asked me to do the oral reports, I was that kid that would just get up in front of the class and clam up. I had a hard time, you know, entertaining anybody. I was a pretty shy and reserved kid. I told you guys before, you know, when I was a kid, my dad was very religious and really involved in the church. And at that time, he had insisted that I play an instrument, so I took up playing the cornet, which a cornet is somewhat like a trumpet, just a little smaller. But I was terrible at it. I didn't do good with the cornet at all. Well, my dad asked me one day, he said, you know, I want you to play your cornet in front of the church. And I said, oh man, I don't want to. And my dad insisted. He said, no, you're going to do it. Pick a song out of the hymnal and practice it, and you're going to get up in front of the church and play. So I found like one of the easiest songs in the hymnal that I could play, and I practiced, but I wasn't good at playing the instrument. The day came when I had to perform, you know, and the Sunday school deacon was up there, and he said, now we're going to have a wonderful presentation in music from Mark Avery, Ken Avery's son, going to play his cornet for us today. Panic just came over me. I mean, I walked up to the front with my horn in my hand, and I set my hymnal on the little rickety little metal music stand, and I put that thing up to my lips, and I think I got 2 or 3 notes out, and then I was just blowing air. You know, I couldn't do it. I was so nervous. I mean, this just broke out in a sweat. It was awful. And embarrassingly enough, I had to just walk off. I just couldn't even perform. I don't know what my dad was thinking at the time, and I don't know what the people in the church were thinking, you know, when I got up there and couldn't play. But it was very, very humiliating to me. And you know, like I said, I wasn't much of a performer or an entertainer at that point in my life. When my kids were little, though, you know, they started coming out with home video cameras, and I managed to get one, a used one, and my kids and I would make little videos, just little parodies, little fun things. We'd do little skits and everything. Sometimes we'd dress up goofy or something and make a little video. And of course, those were all on VHS tape, so they're lost. You know, then I started, I kind of upgraded my video camera. My original one that I had was one of them great big, I mean, you had to carry the VCR with you in a case with a shoulder strap, and then there was a cord that went up to the camera. But then I upgraded to a smaller one, just a handheld one, that was much easier to carry around. But I mean, it was pretty bulky, you know, it wasn't, you couldn't put it in your pocket. And I started making videos with that, and I started putting some of those videos on YouTube. There's probably 100 videos that are like missing, that I don't know what happened to them, that they're not on my channel anymore. Anyways, you know, I enjoy making the videos nowadays. Thanks to the GoPro, which is a perfect little video camera. You see this thing has very high definition. It's just a wonderful little camera. When I was employed, though, I had made a number of videos. I would take my camera to work with me. I'd stick it in my lunchbox, and if we were doing an interesting project, I would video that. And some of the videos were very interesting. There was nothing derogatory, nothing bad. They were all very positive, upbeat videos. I think one time we were putting in like a brick paver walkway, and I just did a video on how that was laid out, and the guys were laying the bricks and everything. It was interesting. We did another one on paving asphalt. I did a really cool video on some tree work that we were doing. I had them on YouTube, and my employer came to me and said, "We've got a problem. You've got videos on YouTube that you were filming on the job, and we want copies of all of those right now." And I said, "What?" I said, "That's my private videos, you know, and no, I'm not giving you copies of them." And no, the guy was just demanding that I turn over all my videos to him. I said, "Well, it doesn't work that way. They're on YouTube, you know. How would I turn them over to you? I'm not going to do that." So anyway, they ended up calling me up to the main headquarters office the one day and brought me into the conference room, and I sat down at the conference table, and they had the attorneys there, and this guy that was the superintendent at the time, he wanted me fired. He said, "You know, this is ridiculous. You're going to get fired. We're not going to. We can't have you making videos on the job." And I said, "Well, I'm a manager. I don't do the physical work. I was there managing the crew, and while I was managing the crew, I happened to have my camera in my hand, and then I post those videos up on the channel." I said, "I don't do anything derogatory. I don't do anything against the company or anything. They're just videos showing a project that we were doing." I said, "I don't even name the company that I'm working for." So then they went to the attorneys and they said, "What do you guys think about this?" And surprisingly, the attorney said, "We have reviewed Mr. Avery's videos, and to be quite frank with you, we found them very upbeat, very informative, very well done, and we don't see anything in there that would be an issue to any degree at one point or another. In fact, I think they're a very positive thing to have on the internet, and we see no problem with it at all. And legally, he has every right to those videos." Well, my employer wasn't happy about that at all, but the attorney spoke, and there was nothing legally they could do about it. Nor could they fire me. But they asked me to take down the videos. So what I did was, on YouTube, I mean, you can actually like block the videos. You can leave them on there, but you can just kind of block them so nobody can see them anymore. So I went on there and I blocked those particular videos. And that was the end of that. But I did get a disciplinary letter. Whoa, you know, slap my hand. They had to slap my hand on that one. Don't do it again, you know, one of those things. As the future of my job went, though, every time they had a presentation that had to be done at one of these seminars or something, who did they call? Me. Yeah, hey, well, Mark, we want you to do another presentation. So, you know, when you do these, when you stand up on the stage and you do these presentations to these big seminar things, uh, you do a PowerPoint presentation. You have a big screen behind you, and you have a little clicker in your hand, and you can. I don't know if you've ever seen PowerPoint. I'm sure you've seen a PowerPoint presentation. It's just like a series of slides that pop up, or you can do videos on there too. But I got really, really good at making PowerPoint presentations to where they were extremely entertaining. They weren't just like you're sitting there like falling asleep. No, I had my audience was usually pretty riveted to my presentations. And for that being said, they continued to have me do all the presentations, and I rather enjoyed it. So anyway, where it stands today, you know, I'm retired. No more PowerPoint presentations for me. Instead, I just make videos for you guys. Well, that's all I got today. I'm gonna head up to the nursing facility to be with my wife, to hold her hand and just sit by her bed. Um, I don't know any good way to say it, but she's the best explanation I can tell you is that her candle is fading away, and one day it'll just be gone. I don't know when that's going to happen, but it's pretty obvious that that's where it's going now. Well, thank you for all your support. Thank you for your prayers. I will continue to keep putting the videos up, and I'll continue to keep you guys posted. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe. I'd like to have you continue to join me on this ride. Till next time, cats, I'll catch all you guys later.